My grandmother was very strong. Her faith never weakened, even through her illness, and she never lost her beautiful smile or stopped caring about anyone. She had a beautiful heart and soul, and she never hesitated to help or have a nice conversation with someone. She taught me the best and most important lessons in life, and I will never forget any of it. I'm just so proud to say that she's my grandmother, and she brought me closer to God. I'm truly grateful to my manga for everything she's done for me. She was my first best friend, taught me things, and gave me unconditional love, which I gave in return. She let me sit with her when she did her makeup, and I learned how she liked to do it. And then she'd take me shopping, and it would be our secret from my mom and papa, my grandpa and husband. But I could never keep the secret because I loved bragging to them how wonderful she is. And who could blame me? She was a wonderful person, not only to her family and friends, but to all she met. She sparked joy and hope in the hearts of many, and her heart and faith only grew in time. So in my eyes, cancer never won or defeated her, because her faith and heart remained true, and her soul still lives on in heaven. Doesn't that sound like winning? Yeah, I thought so. Of course I'll miss her, but I know in my heart that she's in a better place, where pain and cancer are non-existent. I'll never forget how happy she'd be in choir, or singing in the car, or being with others. She never did much but be happy and smile, because she knew that God has a plan for everyone. Even up to her last breath, she knew she was in good hands and had no fear. So now she can dance and sing with him thanks to her strong faith. And that thought just makes me so happy, because I know that someday I'll see her again, and I'll join her dancing and singing. So not goodbye, but see you soon. I love you. Thanks for an amazing experience in life with you that will never be forgotten. There's always some reason
In my family, when we get together, we talk about people that we've lost, or just in general, we tell stories. So the best I can do today is a story. About 25 years ago, I was living with my father in Central America. It was just me and him. And any of you that knew my father knew that he was a workaholic, and although a great provider, didn't necessarily have the best touch with children. He had no patience for us. So one day an angel came to live with us. Someone that I remembered vaguely, and someone who saved my life countless times from my father, and probably my brothers and sisters as well. In the first couple of months she was there, my father went off on a business trip. That was typical. And there was big places I wasn't supposed to go, things I wasn't supposed to touch, so immediately I went to his tool closet and began to work on things. Mom would later nickname me Dr. Lawrence because I would constantly tinker and play with things. On this particular occasion, I was playing with a power drill, and my father strictly forbade that, but of course, I didn't listen. And I drilled into my hand, and we're in a third world country where, there's not much medical support, and she took care of me, bandaged me up, but my wounds really weren't my biggest fear. It was really when my father got back, what was going to happen. And this is where Mom really came through for all of us, is that she became that person who could be the buffer between the world and the children, and especially in this case, my father. And she would take care of us, and when we really needed or wanted something and we were too afraid to approach our father, or we did something bad and we knew it, she would make sure that she would talk to my father and take care of things. And yes, there would be punishment, but not nearly as severe as what it would have been if she had not been there. So that's one of the biggest things that I can remember about my mother, is that no matter how bad I messed up, it was going to be okay because she was there. I'm going to miss her very much. Thank you all for coming.
Good morning, everybody. I'm the youngest son, Joseph. In Tagalog, that's Josep. That's what I was known as. Yesterday, a lot of close friends and loved ones of my mom spoke. And they know her as sister, auntie, tita, classmate, friend. I know her as Mama. The strongest woman in the world. To kids who grew up far from love at home. As you guys know, here at Christ Alliance Church, she spread her love, as she did within our family. And that love and that faith wasn't bounded by these walls or the walls in her house. It spread. It couldn't be held back. We're all the way around the world. Everywhere she went, she had friends, family, us, and all of you that she touched and that touched us. And I think that's where she learned that giving her hand and helping was the biggest blessing that we can all get. And I want to extend my thanks from myself and my family to everyone sitting in this room that shared a kind word and encouraged the Gaya to press on with their faith. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I wrote out this big, long thing, and I actually started writing it a couple months ago because I had so much to say about her. As Lawrence had said, Mom came into our lives when we actually didn't have our own mother. I was 8 years old and I had just moved to Belize, and Dad was somewhere and he had left me with some friends of his. Had gotten really sick, stomach flu, and Mom was coming, and he said, "There's Gaya's coming, she's coming," and I was really sick, and she came in, and I had lice. I was a mess. And she took care of me and fed us and made sure that we had love and we felt loved. We bumped heads a lot. It was hard culturally for me, but she raised me the Filipino way. And I'm so thankful for that. I have a prosthetic Filipino bone in my body that I'm so thankful for, that she raised me and gave me these values. And they've really helped me a lot in my adult life. I remember when Mom and Dad got married. They went to Vegas to get married. And I was so excited to call her Mom, and I was like asking her to marry us. Can we call you Mom now? Because we used to call her Gay all the time, and it didn't feel right because she was my mom. And she said yes, and it was like, finally, it's like she married us, finally, all of us, and made us a family. She taught me all of the basics to life, and although it was hard for her, because I wasn't very ladylike, having two brothers, but she tried her hardest to teach me to be a lady, and look at me now. She showed me love in her own way, and her discipline growing up was hard. She was hard on me as the girl, as the youngest in the family. But as an adult, I know, and as a mother myself, I know that only a loving, caring parent has those concerns. Always asking me what time I'll be home, who I'm going with, where I'm going. It's annoying as an adolescent. And I know now that was her love to me. She not only took care of us, but she took care of my dad. And that I'm so grateful for, because I don't think he would have stayed around as long if she wasn't there. I love her very much, and I will miss her. This past year has been one of the hardest years of my life. She was there with me, trying to be in place of my dad. Any decisions I made in my life, she supported me, no matter what they were, no matter how terrible they were, or she knew that it wasn't going to go very well. She supported me. Thank you. for coming and sharing all your love for my mom. I know in her death I have gained another family. And thank you all for coming.
My brother and I were raised by a single mom before our mom met mine. She had to love us from afar because she had to work to provide for us. It was only when I was 17 when I came to live with her. And then I was shipped here for college, so we never really had a chance to be together. We got closer when they finally retired. And when I had a child of my own. Towards the end, seems like our roles were reversed because she kept on complaining how I'm babying her. Because she had to check in with me every time she leaves the house. Because I worry when she leaves. She always complains to Auntie Rose and say, ganyan naman si Angie, lagi naman akong chinecheck kung nasaan ako. I can't help but worry about her because she was so independent and stubborn. Even when she's the weakest, she wants to do things on her own, do things for herself. She didn't want to show weakness to us, her kids. The only time I know that she's hurting is when I hear stories from her friends. It's because she didn't want us to worry about her. And yesterday, everybody who I spoke with, there's one thing that keeps repeating. It's about her smile. Her beautiful, radiant smile. Tribute of her smile is something my family and I have heard often throughout our lives. It is moving to me, especially these past days, how we again hear from so many who hold a lasting image in their hearts and minds of my mom smiling. Her smile was of treasured art. It was a smile of so many charming variations. It held the ability to light up a room, to melt hearts, to offer comfort, and had the power to ignite smiles all around her. Her smile was one that made you wonder if she was in on a good secret. Maybe the secret was that she really knew how to live life. She held beautiful enthusiasm to greet every sunrise with gratitude for another opportunity to seize the day. And possibly the truest gift was how she smiled through the worst of moments, thereby putting the rest of us at such ease. In the face of meeting obstacles head on, she was a woman of great dignity. Mom, you were an angel here on earth. I learned so many things from you. You were so gentle and kind. You would smile, your smile would always see me through. You taught me and Elisa how to love unconditionally and how to be my very best in all I do. You gave your all to God and your family, never once stopping to think about you. I could never say goodbye to you, Mom, because I could never bear the pain. Instead, I'll say I love you until we meet again. I believe my mom's smile will shine brightly upon us from heaven above. Beautiful Mom, rest now in everlasting peace. We love you.
I think everybody's dehydrated now, huh? I would like to change the mood a bit. My brothers and sisters already told you about my mom. Be just repeating it, but I won't do that because I know Mom wants me to say this most important thing that she wants to tell everybody. So, as you know, I'm the only Filipino citizen in the family. I have reached my English quota earlier this morning, so I have to write it down. I don't want my nose to bleed. On behalf of my whole family, and I'm pretty sure this is what my mom wants me to say. Thank you very much for all the love, companionship, friendship, support, and care that you all have given, shared, showed, and expressed. Without you, you know who you are. Without you, Mama would not have survived as long as she did. Because of you, her BFF, her buck, her classmate, her pastor, friendship, sister, her kaputol, titas and titos, and especially church mates. She was excited every day. She was fighting to get better. She had reasons not to be sad because of you. And I personally, truly appreciate that so much kasi yung dapat na trabaho ko na makasama siya naalagaan siya. Kayong lahat gumawa. Salamat ng marami. Because of you, hindi ako nag-worry sa Pilipinas na walang nag-aalaga sa nanay ko. She might be so sad because she's alone in the house. But every time I see pictures of her singing in the choir, I know she'll get by. Thank you, Pastor. Her friends, church mates again. Thank you very much.